Hey, good morning, folks. Mystics Outlook. Well, since our Jr., we're gonna get straight to it. The Mystics out west tonight, which is evident by the time that at the time that we are currently doing this. The Washington Mystics extended their win streak to 3 games with a 94-83 win over the Las Vegas Aces this evening. The Mystics were led by Sophie Citron, 21 points. Shig Sutton continued her strong play, 17 points, 5 assists. In this one, big performance off the bench from Lucy Alston, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Shakira Austin continued her strong play with the double-double, 13 and 13, threw in 3 assists with that. And Kiki Ariafin, 12 points and 9 rebounds, just one board shy of a double-double. For the Aces, they were led by Asia Wilson, 22 points, just 5 rebounds. She did have 4 blocks. Chelsea Gray with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Also had a block in this one. Jackie Young, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Dana Evans came off the bench and gave the Aces nice minutes with 12 points, and Jewel Louis finished the game with 11 points and 4 rebounds. All right, let's get game notes right there a little bit. Just to start the game, the Mystics got off to a good start. They won the first quarter. We saw Lucy Alston. She scored 8 of her 14 in the opening period, which was huge. For the Aces, Jackie Young scored 13 points on 6 of 9 shooting in that opening period. And then Washington did a great job on her the rest of the way as she ended the game with these same 13 points she had in the first quarter. I mentioned Shig Sutton a little earlier. The last couple of games we were talking about just how aggressive she's been and what that's done for Washington on the offensive end of the floor. That 17 was huge in this one, I believe. Last game, she chipped in with 15, so it's great to see her continue to be aggressive. In the opening period, she had 5 points and 3 assists. The Mystics won that first quarter 26. Actually, they won that first quarter. I have to find it. I'll get to the third quarter. Usually with Washington, we've seen them at times, if they get off to a good start, it's about how they come out at halftime. Thought they did a great job tonight. They came out in the second half, and they were the aggressors. They won that third quarter 26-17, which turned out to be really big for them because they started the fourth quarter on their heels. The Aces got off to a quick start. I believe they scored 7 straight to open that final period, but Washington had a little bit of a cushion building from the work they did earlier in this game. Before we get to the bench contributions, though Washington did a good job. We talked about last game, them just kind of showing their poise. Been several times this year where we talked about how they did not handle late game situations well. I thought they did a great job tonight on the road. Saw the Aces, as I mentioned, started that fourth quarter strong, started to eat into that deficit. And Washington just, they made a couple plays to steady themselves. And that was that. I thought it was a veteran-like approach for the youngest team in the league to leave Las Vegas with the win. One of the big things in this game were the contributions they got from their bench. I think this was their third consecutive win, but in the 2 previous wins, they didn't get great contributions from their bench. That wasn't the case tonight. Mentioned Lucy Alston. She had 14 points to lead that second unit tonight. Leah Edwards added 7 points and 3 rebounds. We saw Sika Kone get some minutes tonight. I heard Steph Dolson had 4 apiece. But it's about what they did as a group. 29 bench points for Washington. And that 9-point difference, the Aces had 20. As a group. So shout out to the Mystics bench showing up on the road in a tough environment, and it played a factor in them getting this win. Washington had 4 of their 5 starters finish in double figures. So right through a little bit earlier. One of the reasons it was only 4, Jade Melvin literally played a minute and some change in this one before she exited. She got hit in the mouth, inadvertent elbow from Chelsea Gray. Washington, we've talked about several times this year, they didn't shoot the ball too great from 3. That wasn't the case in this one. 10 and 19 from 3, and I thought they did a decent job defending the Aces from three. The turnovers, Washington, I thought the Mystics were great tonight in this area. Both teams had 9 turnovers, but we know what the Mystics is about, how much they concede off those turnovers. With both teams having 9 turnovers, it was the Aces that gave up double digits. The Aces gave up 19 points off those turnovers. Also, I thought Washington did a great job on the glass. Anytime you can hold Asia Wilson, under 8, 9 boards, you've done your work. We've seen that front line, which been singing. We've seen folks giving praises to Shakira Austin, Kiki Ariafin, and Sonia Citron. Washington as a whole did a good job tonight on the glass. Again, they won that battle 34-27. Most importantly, they gave up just 2 offensive rebounds. That's it. So I thought it was a great job by Washington as a whole. So you guys, with the comments, I'll get right to you guys. You guys know we got some other things to get through first. But for the Mystics, I thought that was great. It was a great win, 3 games in a row. Shout out to Shakira Austin. She's continued as she's been reinserted to the starting lineup, just to repeatedly put out just solid starts. We've seen the 20-point, 10-board nights. Tonight, that 13-13 was huge. It's been fun watching these youngsters try to figure it out. The other thing with tonight, this 3-game win streak, this 3rd win, they're officially 500. They're 8-8 on the season. I know next they're still on the road, but they will be taking on Dallas Saturday night. So obviously that's the next time we will speak to you all for Mystics Outlook. However, player of the game, this one, all right, this one's tough. I'm going Shig Sutton in this one. The 17 points, 5 assists, and a steal. Did a great job. Obviously, we know it's a tag team at that position with her and Jade Melvin. With Jade not playing, Jade playing just a minute, made them even shorthanded than they were. No Slim tonight. So Shig Sutton's my player of the game. X Factor, I think you have to give it to Lucy Olsen. We've been talking about what the other rookies have done, the other 2 rookies have done this year, excluding Georgia, obviously. We've seen Lucy contribute, have solid games contribute. This is a loud contribution. Those contributions were extremely loud tonight, so credit to her. I thought she was definitely the X factor. The bench having 29 points, she pretty much had half of them. So great night for Lucy Olsen. And yeah, she was the X factor. I'll get to these comments. Just a second. I think it's Area 11T with the comments. So appreciate you. Guess you just finished watching the game. Forget the other two big Lucy Lou in the building. Give her more minutes. Again, I think it's something, I know you guys have been talking about the rotation. This is just game 16. I'm sure she'll continue to earn more minutes. And I think she's done a great job all year with the minutes she's been given, just producing in the minutes that she has been given. And tonight, I think it's probably her best performance. Just huge tonight. Looking to see if she can continue to deliver in that manner, and just not just her, but just that, just the bench as a whole, just so they can continue to contribute. It's a whole kind of locking up a level for this team. But next, you had love to see them not just give up after the run from LVA. Yeah, I thought they did a great job. We saw their poise tonight. Not wilting to that pressure, because the Aces definitely started that 4th quarter as if they were trying to walk them down. So credit to the young Mystics for not letting that happen and just responding calmly and leaving Vegas with the W. Also, I don't know who the Bigs coach is, but they got to help Kiki figure out her offense and how to not foul. I just think he's just more just the rookie growing pains, man. She got off to a hot start. Scout report. Started getting played a little bit differently. And I just think this is still her just adjusting. I'm sure we're going to, I think you guys worry about Sonya like 3 or 4 games ago. And then over like the last 3 games, it's quieted down quite a bit. There's going to be ups and downs. The Rooks, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I have full faith that she will figure that out. I actually think they've The staff's done a pretty good job with the rooks thus far. I'll give you a second to see if you had another comment at all. Otherwise, we're going to close shop and see you guys a lot earlier on Saturday night after they take on the Wings. But a big chance for the Mystics. They got a chance. If they handle business on Saturday in Dallas, that'd be a 4-game win streak, and they will officially be over 500 if they are able to do so. Again, Washington extended their win streak this evening to 3 games, the 94-83 win over the Las Vegas Aces. Appreciate y'all that stayed up late. Tune in. We'll see you guys Saturday.